Today we will be working out how to solve an inequality when the unknown is in the denominator. The method we will use involves multiplying both sides of the inequality by the square of the denominator with x. We will then move everything to one side and form a quadratic inequality which we will solve graphically. We will utilize a geometric approach as it is much more intuitive for finding the x values. Let's get into it. Starting with the inequality 1 on 3 is less than 1 on x minus 1, we will multiply both sides of this by x minus 1 all squared. As x minus 1 all squared must be greater than or equal to 0, since it is a squared expression, our inequality sign does not change. Therefore, we have our new expression, x minus 1 all squared over 3, which is less than x minus 1 all squared over x minus 1. Since the expression on the right-hand side has a common factor of x minus 1, we can cancel this factor and express this side simply as x minus 1, giving us the expression shown on the third line. Now, to make things look cleaner, let's get rid of the denominator on the left side by multiplying both sides by 3. This will give us x minus 1 all squared, which is less than 3 times x minus 1. Expanding this factor as well as the x minus 1 all squared, we find that x squared minus 2x plus 1 is less than 3x minus 3. Now generally, when we have quadratic equations, like the one seen on the left side of the inequality, we solve them when they are equal to 0, so therefore we must move everything to one side. Doing this, we get that x squared minus 5x plus 4 is less than 0, and factorizing this, we get that x minus 4 times x minus 1 is less than 0. We are almost done, however, we must be careful about what our solutions are. Since this is an inequality, we cannot simply say that x equals 4 and x equals 1. We will actually have a range of values for which x is true. As I mentioned at the start, the best way to do this is to graph the quadratic. On the right, I've shown a graph. Looking at this, we can see what the values of x for which our quadratic x squared minus 5x plus 4 is less than 0. To read the values, look at the range of x values where the y value of the graph is below the x-axis. Clearly, this is when the x is between 1 and 4. And so our solution to the inequality is 1 is less than x, which is less than 4. And so we have completed the question. As a recap of the process we took to get to our answer, first, we multiplied both sides of the inequality by the square of the denominator with x. Then, we moved everything to one side, which formed a quadratic inequality. Lastly, we solved this inequality by graphing the quadratic and finding the appropriate x values. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.